Hello, my name is Kenneth Ellich. My research question was, does the inclusion of group intervention improve social interaction skills in children with autism spectrum disorder? And to the left, you can see my summary of findings. Overall, there are plenty of articles with good evidence that talk about my research question. Improving social interaction in ASD populations is a popular research topic right now, but still relatively new. Since it's so new, I found gaps in my articles that I found with small population sizes, limiting inclusion and exclusion criteria, and very different interventions used. I would say more research is needed for these studies that showed promising results with bigger populations. Below, you can see that I have 4 studies. These are the 4 articles that I researched on. The first 3 studies I did all had level 2 evidence because they were all of them were randomized control study. My last one I thought was a level 2 at first, but it ended up being a level 3 because it lacked a power analysis, even though it was a randomized controlled study. The subjects all ranging in different ages, but most of them in the younger age between 2 and 12. I did have my study 2, which was between 18 and 21. The treatment groups all had different types of interventions that they used. The first one was the SSGRIN HFA. This intervention is a modified intervention off of just the normal SSGRIN, which is an intervention that helps children with ASD teach them social interaction skills. The next one is the UCLA Peers for Young Adults program, and this is also an intervention that helps social interaction. The other study number 3 was the music study, which incorporated music into their treatments as well as sensory experiences and cooperative play. And the last one, the main goal was to facilitate imitation. This would help children lead to social interaction. The controlled groups, as I said, for the first one is the SSGRN. The second study, the group was delayed treatment. Author didn't mention much about what they did other than that there was a 14-week delay period. The third study, the intervention was exactly the same as the treatment group, but it lacked the music portion of it. In the last study, the group received the treatment in the community, and the authors didn't elaborate more on what the kids received. The outcome measures, most of them use the SRS, which is the social responsiveness scale. This was a really good outcome measure to use because it measured pretty much exactly what my research question was asking. Other outcome measures as like the Achieved Learning Questionnaire, Social Self-Efficiency Scale, these are all very good outcome measures because they also cover this area. As well, in the study 2, you have the SEL-SA, which is a good one, and the SSRS. The next one, you have the ATEC, and for the last one, they didn't use the SRS, but they did use the motor imitation scale as well as the unstructured imitation assessment, since that's what they're more measuring for. The statistics, all of my studies had positive results. None of them really had any negative ones, which is a pretty good thing to see because it will shows that this is a good type of treatments that we can use. Limitations, all these studies had small sample sizes, which is another reason why most of them were level 2 and level 3. The first study also lacked the setting. It was in a private setting instead of a school setting. They are also all on higher level ASD children, so you couldn't use this on all autism children, only ones that scored higher on the scale. And up at top, you can see for implications for practice, education, and future research. I feel like the implications for this study is great, has huge potential. There's a bunch of different types of treatments that we can provide the ASD population. Group interventions allow us to help integrate these children better into normal settings, which I think is the main concept that we need to focus on. It's also a big implication for education because it's growing, more jobs are needed, and since there are so many good good results for these smaller studies. More future studies are needed.